What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 54 Jimmy Uso. Really been looking forward to getting both the Usos in hand. I had a chance to get them both, but I passed on them. But I have them both now, so what we're going to do now is take a little break, get them opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Jimmy Uso posing out of the packaging. Before we get onto the figure, let's actually have a look at what he comes with. He does come with the exact same stage and backdrop that we've been seeing with a lot of these figures, although it is a watercolored backdrop. Hate the cardboard, love the display, hope we get more accessories down the line. But anyway, let's actually move on to Jimmy here, and he does come with two accessories. He does come with the two shirts that you have on him really fast, or that he has on him right now. The top one is a little tricky to get off just because it is bulky and it doesn't have too much give on it. But you can get it off, and it gets stuck at about his bicep. I believe it's the same shirt that we saw with No Way Jose. I'll have to go back and take a look at that shirt, but I believe it's the exact same shirt. So, interesting that we get two shirts with him, and then he does sport the red tank top. And it is attached via these 6 pegs right here. And to take that off, you just want to untab it on both sides and get it up and over his head, and it does come off. But those are the accessories that Jimmy Uso does come with, so let's actually take a closer look at his details. So here we have a closer look at Jimmy, and I have to say the face is remarkable on him and Jay, and the reason for that is his face isn't actually hand painted, it's actually dot matrixed. It's really subtle, but you can see it, especially here in the eyes and in the lips. I'm wondering if the goatee and beard are still hand painted, but just overall, it just looks so much nicer than just hand painted figures. Maybe we'll get to the point where Mattel starts dot matrixing all their figures, and that's going to bring out so much detail in the faces. But anyway, he is sporting the new sleeve right here. On his previous Elite figure, he didn't have this sleeve, and then I don't know if you can still make it out, but it does say Fate on his arm. And again, going all the way down. On his left side, he does have the tribal tattoo right there, and it goes all the way down his wrist, all the way to his wrist, and it is covered by that white tape. I do want to mention that even though Jimmy and Jay are two bigger guys, they are using the kind of chubby mold, but this actually works for Jimmy and Jay right now, because if you take a look at how their physiques on how they look right now, they are thinner than what they used to be, so I'd say that this is pretty accurate. We have seen this pelvis piece before. You can see there's a little line right here. This was actually used on his previous Elite figure. He is sporting white pants that go all the way down, and he is wearing white socks where his brother Jay is wearing black socks, so that is really interesting, and they both have red shoes. So overall, really impressed by this figure's detail. Let's actually have a look at Jimmy next to his previous Elite figure, and for a quick comparison. And here we have Jimmy Uso posed to his previous Elite figure, and you can see they use a lot of the same parts, although from the pelvis to the neck, it's the exact same, and I believe the arms are also the same. That didn't change. The only thing different is that he does have the sleeve complete on this side, where here you can just see the Fate tattoo. But overall, this was a really nice figure, but I am glad that we do get an updated figure, so I really do enjoy that. Speaking of which, let's actually move on to his articulation, because he does sport the standard Elite articulation. If you're not sure what that is, he does have a ball jointed head. He can look up, down, left and right. He has some slight head tilt, so it goes side to side. So pretty much all the range you'd expect him to have. Arms go out to about that far. Do a full 360. He swivels at the bicep. Although when I finally got this one to moving, it was actually really, really stuck. So some caution when moving this. He does have a bicep swivel. And like I said, mine was really tight. he has an elbow joint, swivels at the wrist, as well as has a hinge. He has an ab crunch, which goes back about that far, forward about that far. It's not the best range, but it is something. Waist swivel. Legs go forward to about that far, go back, they go out. He does have a thigh swivel, although just like with Jay, you do have to watch out because it does butt up against his hip. The hips do butt up against the pelvis. But he does have a thigh swivel, double jointed in the knees, works no problem. Swivels right underneath a pant leg and then has an ankle hinge, which works surprisingly well. And then really limited ankle rocker, so he's not getting in any wide stances, but he still has all the articulation you need from an elite figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get on pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Jimmy Uso posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I think he's really well done, and I really do love the fact that we did finally get an updated Uso elite figure, and I think it has been a figure we've been missing in our collection for some time, along with Jey Uso. One thing I wish that Jay came with is the same red shirt that Jimmy has on. I think both of them could have benefited from having it. Although if you are so inclined to pick these guys up, you may want to pick up a second Jimmy just for another red shirt so you can give to Jay. But other than that, both figures are really well executed, and I love the fact that we do get two shirts to go with Jimmy. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as my WWE video reviews. Hopefully there's something you guys enjoy. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments. And if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.